Almost a year ago, I posted this video talking about how I'm donating my Louis Vuitton handbags to charity. Today's video is an update, it is a rant, it is a public service announcement as to what's been going on, why this has been a nightmare, and also why I'm choosing to sell these things on Poshmark instead of in person. And kind of keep you updated because it's been 9 months since I posted that video. Wow. I knew that this was going to be a big project, not only because I'm donating the money and it's going to impact so many people and so many animals, but I also knew this was going to be a big project because there's a lot of handbags to sell. I had no idea that this was going to be a project and a half. When I originally posted that video talking about how I'm going to sell the handbags and donate all the proceeds to animal charities, I thought to myself, oh, well, I'll just sell using Craigslist or using Facebook, like, it'll be fine. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I have been hit on, I have been catfished, I have been asked to drive 5 hours out of my way to meet somebody in a sketchy place. I have had people try to talk me down more than 90%. I have almost been scammed. It has been a nightmare. And you drive out 3 hours out of time that I don't have to try to sell a handbag to someone to donate the proceeds to charity, and they sit there and they try to talk you down and nickel and dime you, and then they say, oh, well, if you're not gonna give me, you know, the very expensive bag that cost over $1,000 originally for $110, I'm not gonna buy it. And I'm like, oh my God, it was listed at $900 on this area on the interwebs. You've got to be kidding me. And I avoided doing this digitally for the longest time just because I thought like designer handbags, people would want to see them in person. And the more I've been going through this, the more I realized I need to start listing these online. I need to give you an update about how it's been going because I've only sold 2 so far. And I'm also going to put a public, shut up phone. I'm also going to be putting up a public Google spreadsheet so that everyone can see the progress, see what the item was donated for, how much money we've raised so far, and also the charities that I'm thinking of donating to. Because I've identified one, which is Juliana's Animal Sanctuary, but I'm interested in donating to a couple of others. And I think I've also made the decision to donate money of my own on top of what these items are selling for. So it's kind of like matching my own donations to a certain percentage. But let me tell you about this process. So the reason that I am choosing to sell these handbags in the first place is because they didn't make me happy. I love handbags, I have others that I really like, but Louis Vuitton is a brand that a lot of people identify with that just wasn't right for me. And these bags did no good sitting in my closet, so I decided to sell them online. I'm personally a vegan, which means I don't eat meat and I don't eat dairy or animal products. But one of the hardest things about being a public vegan, which was actually a blessing in disguise, is that you called me out. You said, Cassandra, you don't eat these products because you believe in equality, but you're wearing shoes and handbags that don't align with those morals and values. And I was like, boom! Ooh, you guys are right. And an ex of mine actually told me that as well. She dumped me, but that's a long story. But that's why I decided to try to start selling these. And as I was listing them on these classifieds places, I would actually put the link to some of these videos showing what goes on to make these handbags. And that, unfortunately, has been turning buyers away. My conscience won't let me sell these without showing people at least some of the videos and the information that I saw, which has made me never want to purchase something like this brand new again. And also because of the depreciation, I think I told you I spent over $25,000 on handbags brand new. They are not an investment. If you are going to purchase a designer handbag, a Louis Vuitton, a Prada, anything, you need to buy it secondhand. They look just as good. Sometimes you can get them almost brand new. And because if you buy new, they literally do not hold their value. People are like, oh, it's an investment. We're gonna do a video in the future on why purchasing designer items brand new is not an investment. So, little PSA. But anyways, I've been sharing these videos with the people who are interested in buying because that's just transparency. And I'll actually link some of the videos below if you want to educate yourself and you don't know what actually goes into certain handbags. And unfortunately, that has been turning buyers away, which I guess could be a good thing, and it means that they're not going to purchase these brand new in the future, but it's also just made it harder on me. But you know, due to my morals, that's what I have to do. The hardest thing for me is knowing now what goes into these handbags, and I'm a firm believer that if you are going to buy something like this, if you just love Louis Vuitton or you love a specific item, buy it secondhand. You don't need to kill another animal, or you don't need to spend the money on these things brand new. It's better to buy them secondhand, give life to something that was sitting in someone's closet that they don't love anymore, give that item love until it's been depreciated, and keep that upcycle, kind of that recycle thing going, because it's so much better for our earth. The amount of consumerism that happens, we're told to buy new things all the time, it's overwhelming. And you know that I'm an eco-conscious person. I am also the kind of person who doesn't want to spend money where I don't have to. I was in $40,000 worth of debt once, and that taught me firsthand, don't buy stuff at Bloomingdale's and Nordstrom brand new. Go get those secondhand because somebody bought them, it sat in their closet, it still has tags on it, they haven't used it, and now they're listing it online. I actually purchase a lot of my clothing from Poshmark. I've got tons of Brandy Melville, tons of Lululemon. That's the kind of stuff that I wear these days. And I just don't find myself buying retail anymore because A, I don't want to spend the money, and B, why continue to contribute to this unhealthy and unsustainable consumerism? If somebody has something that they don't love that I like, why shouldn't I be able to buy that secondhand, give it new life, save the environment, make myself look good, and also not kill and slaughter my wallet? So that's what's been going on, and trying to sell these and meet face-to-face in person has been ridiculous. I'm a student. I work full-time. I literally schedule my days down to the 15-minute mark, and on my calendar, I have to schedule in 8 hours of sleep. Otherwise, I will forget to sleep, or I will not even get that full chunk. Like, it's unhealthy, and I'm working on it, but I'm dead serious. I don't have time to sell these face-to-face, and even if I do have time to carve out a couple of hours, I would rather be hiking in the mountains. I would rather be reading a book. I would rather be cuddling my cats or watching YouTube videos, not selling handbags to someone who ends up trying to rob me or catfish me or hit on me or talk me down to a ridiculous amount. You know, and it's like at the end of the day, this is all money that's being donated to a good cause. People are just... Ay, Baba Ganoush! It's been really, really frustrating. So even though I'm part of the way through and completely exhausted, I'm deciding to do things a little bit differently. I'm listing them on Poshmark, which again is where I purchase a lot of clothes. I recycle and I upsell when it comes to fashion, but I've never actually sold handbags on there or designer items. But I see other people posting them and I'm like, why limit myself to the time and space in my immediate area when there are people who might be interested in these things all over the world, and I would rather someone buy them secondhand than pay for those things brand new, which again contribute to that system that I don't support. And as always, I will be taking you through that process. In addition, I have a couple of other items that I identified that I just don't love anymore. For instance, a lot of jeans, some of my personal clothing that I bought at Nordstrom or at Bloomingdale's that just doesn't fit, from 7 for All Mankind. I've got some BCBG, some Topshop, things like that. So I decided, you know what, Cassandra? Upcycle them. Recycle, upcycle. What's sitting in your closet might benefit somebody else. So if you want to see what's in my closet, if you're interested in upcycling some of my old clothing, or if you just are curious, my link is in the description. If you also know any animal charities, please let me know. Again, I've identified Juliana's Animal Sanctuary in Colombia. This is a man and a wife, and they have this amazing farm where 100% of the proceeds go right to the animals. They have this cow who jumped to the fence, who was from a slaughterhouse. She gave birth and the slaughterhouse tried to take the animals back, but they were able to save the cow, and he has this little heart on his forehead. And the things that they do for animals are just amazing. These animals are so gentle. They do so much for these creatures, and they're the only non-kill shelter in Colombia. The only one. So I'm donating a heavy amount of the money to them, but if you have other animal charities in mind, please let me know. So if you have any honorable recommendations, please post a comment and help me out. I've also decided to donate more of my own money. Again, this really started because I wanted to donate the handbags to benefit the animals that went into the skins of these handbags, because I didn't know about it and I kind of wanted to clear my conscience and do something good since these just sat in my closet. But as I've been going through this process, I realized I want to donate a lot of my own money as well. So I will be donating some, and if you guys want to donate, I can link you directly to their pages. And Poshmark actually sponsored this video, which I'm so grateful for, because they're a service that I already use, but I'm actually going to be taking the money that they sponsored and use that to my donation. Again, I'm going to match to a certain percentage all of the handbags that I sell and put my own money into there. So a huge thanks to Poshmark for creating a service that I've used for about 2 years now. And on top of that, for giving me the opportunity to share those funds and to donate more funds to causes that I believe in. For kicks and giggles, I'll also leave some of my favorite environmentally friendly and eco-sustainable charities, as well as some charities for children's health and children's education. Those are all things that I'm very passionate about. So if you want to know what charities I personally donate to, you can see the ones that I donate to down below. And again, if you want to donate to any of them, please do. Giving feels so good and the money really goes a long way. And I've also heavily vetted all of the charities down below to make sure that the money goes where they're supposed to. But yeah, I will be selling some of my jeans on there as well. If you want to see some of these other things, I'll probably end up donating many of the proceeds from these as well to a lot of these charities that I believe in. But that being said, feel free to check out my closet if you're interested in looking at any of these items, or if you're just curious about what clothing I no longer wear. And post a comment if you have a closet yourself, because you might have something that I want to buy. Again, post a link to any animal charities you know that also deserve money that I should think about donating to. And I also encourage you to go through your closet right now and choose one item that no longer lights you up inside. Maybe it has the tags on it, maybe it was a gift, maybe it doesn't fit, but it no longer lights you up. Choose that one thing and list it on Poshmark so that you can sell it and earn some money, and you can donate that money or keep it, or just donate it to a local Goodwill or a charity or somebody else in need. Because ever since I cleaned out my closet this spring, I found that the more I let go of and the more that I got rid of that didn't make me so excited and happy, the more space I was able to make to fill my life with things that truly make me smile. And that has been a huge life lesson that I don't think anyone can tell you. It's like the gift of giving. It's something that you can't explain. You just have to experience it. So I encourage you to take that step. Again, I'll also be putting up that Google form to show you where the money is going, and I will be doing follow-up videos showing you I spent $25,000 on handbags at one point in my life. Are those handbags actually investment? And I'll explain why. How much money did I actually get for them versus how much I originally spent? And how far this money actually goes for charities in need. That daily cup of Starbucks that you might buy, I was shocked at how far my $5 can go at Juliana's Animal Sanctuary or at a school in India, thanks to Viva. It's unreal. And you just don't know until you look into it. And I'm really glad that I'm not blinded by that anymore. So this is my way of doing something a little good for the world. This is my way of sharing it with you. These are the updates and a little life advice. Be careful of people who will catfish you. And if you're trying to sell or purchase designer items, do it on Poshmark. Again, the link is in the description along with all of my favorite charities. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. It helps me out because it shows me that people are interested in this kind of content and kind of gives me validation that I'm doing the right thing in the world, even though it can be hard to let items or identities go. And also hit the ding dong notification bell button, which will give you a little notification on your phone when I upload videos about updates for this project or about my skincare routine, etc., etc. I do post new videos every Monday and every Thursday, and kind of a couple bonus ones every now and again when I get around to it. So if you have requests, put those in the comments as well. But I absolutely love you, and I'm really happy to share this opportunity, this knowledge, and this experience with you. Because if it weren't for a lot of you calling me out and telling me, hey Cassandra, get with it, I wouldn't be this beautiful, strong, open, proud personality that I am today. And that's still hard, but that's what life is. It's a journey. If everything is perfect, you're dead. If you're having problems or going through struggles or going through challenges to grow into your better self, that means you're doing life right. So that in mind, I love you guys to absolute pieces, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.